Okay, so this is a goodness of fit test. We aren't actually doing the test. We're just calculating chi-square test statistic, like the z-score. And hopefully you've watched all those other videos that I've created here. So how did I know how to fill this in? Well, unlike the previous problem, this one doesn't have an equal chance. Each of these categories doesn't have an equal chance of occurring. They've told us that these are the probabilities of each category occurring. So what we need to do is, in order to get our expected frequency, what we need to do is find the sum. And I did this earlier, and I got 144. So I add up all those observed frequencies. Then to fill the rest in, I had to do 144. So for category A, I had to do 144 times the probability of it happening, which is 0.1. That's where I got the 14.4. Same thing for category B, 144 times 0.1 again. So that was nice. It kept it the same. You won't always find that. Then for category C, there's 144 total, and the chance of it happening is 0.5. So half of 144 is 72. And then for category D, we're going to do 144 times 0.3. And that's where I got the 43.2. Now, to get the squared residuals, what you got to remember is the chi-square test statistic is calculating by finding the sum of the observed minus the expected values. Then you square that residual, and you divide by the expected. And this is what that last category is looking for, or that last column is looking for. They call it squared residual. They're a little bit misnamed, but that's okay. So what we're going to do to get the squared residual for category A, I'm going to take my 15 that I observed. I'm going to subtract the 14.4 that we expected. I'm going to square that number, and then I'm going to divide by the 14.4. Now, if you don't have a scientific calculator, you're going to want to write 15 minus 14.4, then hit equals. And then you want to square it, and hopefully you have an X to the second button. I'm sure it does that, but I mean, Google calculator will at least. Okay, and then once you get that number, you want to divide that answer by the 14.4 of what we expected, and that should give you the 0.025. For category B, we're going to do 7 minus 14.4, because that's what was expected, right? If we go here, we can see the 7 minus the 14.4. We're going to square that and divide it by 14.4, because that was the expected. For category C, we're going to do 69 minus the 72, square the error, divided by 72. And then lastly, for the category D, here I'll write it. I'm running out of space here. Maybe I can move it, give myself a little more room. Okay, I'm going to do 53. This is category D. 53 minus the 43.2. Square it. Divide by the 43.2, and I'm running out of room. And that's how I got that 2.2. And then to get the chi-square statistic, you're going to find the sum of those numbers. So you just add up those four numbers, and that's where I got that from. So hopefully that will let you see that you're going to have to do this on the investigative task 8 if you choose to do that. Okay, hope that helps you do the problem.